Now, you can see from the topic why social media could be killing your business. Now, controversial topic, because I have spoke in detail about how you can use social media effectively and it can have an incredibly positive impact on your business. But the same is not true if you don't use it effectively. Good evening, Caroline. Now, I'm going to break it down into a couple of parts. The first part I'm going to talk about is distractions. Now, distractions are all equal, and we all have distractions in our life that we have to deal with. Now, social media can be a huge distraction. Good evening, Yvonne. Great to have you on. Just cooling down after the workout. Yeah, nice one, Caroline. Keeping in shape. Good work. Now, so go back to the topic. Distractions is the first point that I want to cover. Now, I want to share a story with you here because it's something that's impacted me a lot and it's helped me incredibly over the last couple of days. Now, inside of the industry, as you go through your time in the industry, you grow more connections, you end up with more team groups, you end up in leadership groups, you have active social media accounts everywhere. So I have a number of different groups on WhatsApp, for example. I have a ton of different groups on Facebook and my page on Facebook. I have obviously Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, you name it. We've got all of these social media platforms. Now on my iPhone, when I'm trying to be productive and I'm getting to work, maybe working on my website, I'm working on social media platforms, I'm connecting with people, etc. Now, this is your time to be productive, so you've got a to-do list of things that you need to get through, but I have my phone alongside me, as most people do, so I'm maybe working on my Mac, doing something productive, and my phone next to me is set up to give me notifications whenever any of these different platforms, it could even be emails, when it goes off, it flashes up, maybe has a tone to let me know I have a notification. Now, like any normal human, I am guilty of, I look at the phone, I say, okay, let me just look at that. I'll maybe deal with it if it's a question for my group. Maybe it's someone that's commented on your content on social media and you want to boost your engagement, etc., etc. So all of these things happen on your device. Now, you're trying to be productive and your attention is being spread across throughout all of these distractions coming from social media, from your email account, etc., etc. Now, I've read the book 5 Second Rule from Mel Robbins, which I've recommended previously, a phenomenal read. Now, recently I've got the Audible version, so the audio version of it. So as I go through my daily routine now, when I'm on personal development allocated time, I'm listening to the audiobook. So this time as I go through, I've been sure to action some of the strategies that I feel are going to have a good impact on me. Now, one of the strategies I've implemented is I've gone onto my phone now, over a couple of days ago, and I've gone to settings on my iPhone. Evening, Steve. Good to see you on, buddy. Hope you're well. So I've gone on to my settings on my iPhone and gone to every single social media platform for WhatsApp, for Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Messenger, emails, all of them. And I've disabled notifications for all of them. Now, what I've done now is I've allocated myself 4 slots throughout the day where I will actually go to my phone and I'll work my way through all of the different social media platforms, through my emails, etc., etc., etc. Now, what that has done for me over the last few days has been incredible. My productivity and my ability to focus on some tasks that I have that I need to do has been incredible. I've literally worked through them like a Trojan. It's been unbelievable. Now, what I've found, what is even more important that I want to share with you, is when I've gone back to the phone and I've checked WhatsApp, I've checked emails, I've checked all of my different social medias, my Facebook groups, etc., is I've not actually missed anything that's important. It's either, general questions from your group, people interacting on your content that you place on social media, general chit chat and questions. So nothing important whatsoever. So you just need, honestly, I cannot recommend to you guys, especially in the network marketing industry, because you've got so many distractions across all these different platforms, that you maybe consider doing something similar to what I've done over the last few days. And this is going to remain for me, and I'll have allocated slots where I just go on, I check all of these different platforms, and I deal with anything that I need to deal with. And it doesn't even impact my business. So what you need to make clear with your group, with your team, etc., is obviously that you're not going to be a consistent presence in there where you're just answering every question, dealing with all of this stuff. just for them, if it's important, they should just ring you, where obviously you'll pick up the phone if it's a call, because you know that it's something that has to be dealt with, pretty quickly. So that's number one, is distractions. So my tip to you guys is, if you're struggling with this and you find yourself scrolling on Facebook, maybe you go on there to check a few notifications, it's an hour later and you've just wasted an hour of your life on there, you might want to consider doing this, because it's going to really help you out. So that's point one. The second reason why social media might be killing your business is misuse. So misuse, again, I've got it into a couple of categories. So category one is spamming and selling all the time. Now, you've heard me talk about this. I've preached about this a long time, about attraction marketing, about personal branding, about people buying you, not your company. Now, it's important, obviously, you get interest and get yourself out there, your business out there, your product or service out there. But if you are spamming, and I look through your profile, and all it is product, business, product, or service, business, service, that switches off your entire network, and it will ruin your business. You will be the person that people avoid, and if you drop them a message to connect with them, they will not. You're the type of person that they'll look at, and even if it's a genuine message, they won't want to connect with you, because they have an expectation of what is to follow. So really, a really bad mistake that people make. The next one is, and this is going to make up the bulk of the rest of the live this evening, and it's really important, because I teach and I give a lot of value around using social media, using attraction marketing and personal branding, and how you can do it effectively to help you build your business. But what I've seen is a trend across the board now in different companies, where people, distributors and network marketing companies, are relying on social media to build their business alone. Now, what I mean by that is they're posting content on social media, and that is it. They post all day, and even if it is good content and it's creating curiosity and it's valuable content, etc., let me share with you, let me tell you right now, guys, that does not build your business alone. Nah, not at all. And I'm going to go through some content which is going to open your eyes, and hopefully, if you do fall victim to this, if it's you that's doing this, then maybe you can change it up, and it's going to really help you move your business forward properly. Good evening, Jerry. Right, so let's get on to relying on social media content to build your business. Now, as I've spoke about, when used properly, social media is an incredible tool to help you build your business. Why? Because you can build a following, you can attract like-minded people to you, like-minded for your business and entrepreneurship, like-minded for your product or your service, so you can attract high-quality people, high-quality leads, prospects, for your business opportunity or for your product or service when you use it properly. Now, don't be the amateur who thinks that posting on social media alone will build your business. Now, what I mean, good evening, Helen. Good to have you on. Cold, wet, and windy. Yeah, it's pretty miserable down here in Camberley today as well. Absolutely rubbish weather, but business never sleeps. So yeah, I was saying, don't be that amateur who thinks that posting on social media alone is going to build your business. I'll tell you right now, guys, I have had a lot of success in the industry. I've had posts go onto my social media accounts about, recognition in leadership positions, high levels of income, exclusive 5-star holidays all over the planet. And guess what? Very, very seldom do people actually reach out to you off the back of social media posts. Occasionally it does happen. The reason that social media posting is great is because you attract like-minded people to you, and most importantly, when you connect with them, they will have seen what is going on in your life. They've maybe seen you doing things that are attractive to them, at business events, traveling across the world, and you're just an energetic, positive person. So someone that they are going to pay attention to when the time comes that you contact them. Now, this will, if you're that person who is just posting on social media and that you're relying on that to build your business, you're going to end up frustrated and failing in the industry, failing at this business, because you'll say it doesn't work. Now, I've had people in my organisation, in different companies that are friends of mine, leaders have told me about some of their people as well, where that they've fallen into that trap. Good evening, Andy. Good to have you on. Hope you're enjoying the holiday. Now, what the trend here is that people, even if they do some of the great stuff on social media, such as Facebook Lives on business pages, on their personal profile, and they're putting good content out there, you cannot sit back and rely on that to build your business. Even if your content is exceptional, you're going to grow a following, but you still need to reach out to people. You still need to connect with people. We are in the business of people. We need people to buy our products, our services. We need people to join us alongside us on the business opportunity. It is essential that you reach out to people and connect with them. So what should you do? So the first thing is, I am obviously not bashing placing content on social media. It is absolutely essential. Network marketing, there's two parts to the name. Marketing, so marketing is placing content out there which attracts people to you. It is absolutely essential, but you need to do that as part of the two pillars. Network marketing, think marketing is placing content, network is the networking, is the people, the prospecting and recruiting, connecting with people, conversations, etc. So first thing is, what should you do? Yes, create content on social media and provide value for people. Remember the 3 E's. So value is, I'll give you a second guys, if you know the 3 E's, place them into the comments. I know there's a delay on the actual comments, but I shall give you a second to place it anyway, and then I'll go through. So what is value? Value is the 3 E's of entertain, educate, and empower, or educate, entertain, and empower. So if you achieve any of those 3, or all 3, or any combination of, that is really effective, valuable content that you are placing out there in your network on any of the social media platforms. So really, really think about, that is the content I'm putting out there. Who are my target audience? Who do I want to attract? What are their problems? How can I create content around that? So really easy to do. The next thing is, you still need to, even if you're placing valuable content out there on social media and you are giving value, you're educating, entertain, and empower, you still need to create curiosity around your business opportunity, around your product or your service, whatever you have going on in your business. You still need to create curiosity. So you still need to have posts every week which are indirect posts on your business opportunity, on your product or service, which creates curiosity. That is going to help you as you move forward in your business. So create valuable content and create curiosity around the business and the product or service. Next thing is, use social media as social media engagement as the gateway to conversations. So guys, what I mean by that is, when you place content onto social media, whether it's a written post, whether it's a picture quote, whether it's an image, whether it's a video or Facebook Live. Evening Curtis, good to have you on buddy, hope you're well. So any of them forms of content that you place onto social media, don't just sit there and hope that people reach out to you to join your business, to buy your product or your service. That's not going to happen. It may do, very, very seldom does it happen. In actual fact, where the magic happens is when you connect with people. So use your social media content as a gateway to connect with people and open up conversations. So let me give you an example. Let's say I do a Facebook Live, or maybe I share a post on Facebook and some friends start to like, comment, share, etc. So engagement. I'm going to use that as a catalyst for me to then go into conversations. I'm obviously going to interact to boost the Facebook algorithm. I'm going to comment on whatever they say on my post to boost it up there, but I'm then going to take the conversation offline. So maybe I drop them a message on Messenger, and obviously, professional network marketer, I'm not going to go in there swinging straight away to try and pitch anything whatsoever. You're simply going to connect. So catch up, hey, how's life, how's business, whatever's going on, a little bit of catching up. And that is a gateway for you to move into conversations that can then lead you towards business or product or service. Now, you just need to get good, at asking questions. Now, if I say to you, hey, so let's use Curtis because he's the last name that's popped up on the feed here. So let me give you an example. Let's say I'm chatting to Curtis. He's just dropped a message onto a video that I've done, and then I connect with him offline and I say, hey Curtis, how's life, how's business treating you? He's going to obviously give me some answers to those questions, but because he's a normal human, like most people are, he's going to likely say, hey, how's life for you, how's business for you? That's going to give me an opportunity to share a story. Remember, we are or we want to be expert storytellers, experts at sharing stories. So I'm then going to be able to share my story of what's happening in terms of my business, in terms of my products or my service, whatever is relevant and applicable for that person. It's going to allow me to share that. That is then going to allow me to gauge whether they are curious or whether they don't care whatsoever. It's really, really simple. You will be able to tell almost immediately if I share a story on what's going on with my business with someone I'm, connecting with that I may not have spoken to for a few weeks, few months, maybe even a couple of years, and I share the story with them. If they're curious, they will begin to ask questions on how did I find that, what's going on, how have you achieved that, etc., etc. That's your gateway to offer them an invitation to look at your product, your service, or your business. Super easy, guys. So the next thing is what was on the list. So continue. So as well as all of that social media stuff, continue to connect with people every single day, even if it's not to do with your social media content. So what you need to do is think, okay, part one of my pillar is to place content out there in the marketplace on social media. The next thing is to connect with people every single day, and it doesn't matter what business you're actually on. Good idea, I'll take that on board in the future. Yeah, nice one, Chris, happy days. I'll speak to you shortly. So, yeah, guys, as I was saying, you go through placing content out there for the people you're trying to attract, whatever your business has to offer, and then you continue to connect with people every single day. Again, you may not even find, when you connect with people, it may not even be them that join your business, that buy your product or your service that you have an offer, but they can recommend you to other people. So let me say, for example, let's say I've got Chris on here who's in photography. Let's say I'm chatting with Chris. Let's say he's sharing with me that he's got a photography business, and he's sharing his story of how he got into it and what's happening within his business. If I then have someone in my network who's looking for a photographer, what am I going to do? More than likely, I'm going to tag him in let's say someone's asking for that in social media, I'm going to tag him in the post because I know he's passionate about photography, that's his business, and I know that he does it, he shared it with me. So it may not be that I need his service, but I'm going to recommend them to someone else when that comes. And the same can happen for you in terms of your business opportunity, whatever business you're in, your product or your service. You need to connect with people, build relationships, find out whether or not people have problems that you can solve, and if you don't, find someone else and help them to solve that problem. Super easy, and it's going to build you a network of people around you that is going to take your life to a whole different level. And as always, be genuine when you're connecting with people. Don't go in there to conversations with people and be that salesy bloke or that salesy lady who's just in there winging it. You've got an ulterior motive. All you want to do is to get people to join your business, to buy your product, to buy your service. People will not connect with you. They will avoid you like the plague, and it's not going to bode very well for your length of business or your success in business either. So make sure you steer clear of it. So remember, so I'm going to close up the live just now, guys. So remember, your business requires people. So be proactive and reaching out to people every single day with a focus on them and not you. So focus on what you can do for those people and not a focus on what can you get from those people. If you shift your mindset like that, not only will you be happy and you will be, proactively reaching out to people because you won't have that ulterior motive or when can I ask them if they want to take a look at business, at product, at service. You are simply reaching out with people and connecting with people every single day with good intention. So really, really pay attention to it. And to end, use social media, but don't rely on it entirely to build your business. So to recap, remember what we've just covered there is distractions. All distractions are equal. Make sure that you manage them effectively. Don't be someone who misuses social media. It's going to be horrendous for your business if you are spamming or trying to sell your product or service or your business constantly. And remember, the key takeaway from all of this content today is do not rely on social media to build your business alone. When I say social media, I mean social media marketing. So don't think that you're going to build an enormous business or a successful business just by placing content out there and then hoping that people reach out to you, because very, very rarely does it happen. It's more about the connections, networking with people and getting engagement, interaction, taking it offline, trying to find problems that people have, and then you are that person that can provide a solution to those problems. That is the key to networking with people, and it's going to bode for you to have an extremely lucrative and successful business. So guys, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed tonight's live. If you got value, as always, chuck a value into the comments, so just put value in the comments so I know. If you know anyone else that would benefit from this content tonight, as always, sharing is caring, so please feel free to share. Tag people in the video if you would like, and whatever you are up to for the rest of the evening, have a great remainder of your Wednesday, and I shall see you all tomorrow at 7.